Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a hot minute since I've uploaded on YouTube. I think it's been like a whole 2 weeks, so I'm sorry. I've been so busy just with work and a whole bunch of other stuff happening at the moment. So yeah, it felt so good to sit down and finally film something for you guys today. So today we are going to be creating this look that you can see using the new Morphe 3503 Fierce by Nature palette, and I also went ahead and picked up their Lippies that go with this set. So yeah, very excited to test these out for you guys. I did end up picking it up from the Morphe website for about 20% off. They had a sale on recently, so I thought, yeah, let's just give it a go, why not? The other thing to keep in mind as well is for the first time Morphe is actually available in store in Mecca here in Australia. So if you were curious about the brand, but you know, because it was only ever available online and you're somebody who might want to go see, touch, feel kind of thing, you can now go and do that in Mecca stores. So I think that is so exciting. So Mecca is currently, they are carrying a selected amount of their product currently. I'm not sure if they're going to expand on that or not. I know Morphe are going to open their very first store here in Australia, so that's happening, I think by the end of the year it should be open, and it's happening in Melbourne. So I think it's in Melbourne Central is where it's going to be. So I think again that is just so exciting for the brand. It definitely looks like they are, well, they're kind of, I guess they already were global, but now they seem to be going global physically by opening stores, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so guys, look, if you want to see how I was able to come up with this look, then please keep on watching. I have sort of changed the way that I have done these videos, so let me know in the comments down below what you think of my new take on, I guess, editing and the way that I came up with this look. I would really like to hear from you guys. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to my first ever voiceover. Okay, so the first shade that we are diving into is Explode. So I'm just taking this on a fluffy crease brush and really just working this through my crease and buffing it out, really concentrating it on the outer corner where I can. At this stage I am pretty impressed with the pigmentation of this shade. It is a really lovely orange. I don't know, there's something about orange at the moment that I'm in love with orange eyeshadow. So this palette for me, you know, really, I was happy with it. I was excited. The next shade that we are using is Unstoppable. So this is kind of like a really beautiful hot pink in the palette. This I decided to pretty much run straight over Explode. I really wanted to try and get that neon feel coming through, and I wanted to see how these two shades would blend together and if they would blend well together. Again, at this point, I am feeling pretty impressed with how they are working and blending together. I did feel like maybe it was running a little bit too on the pink side. And I was like, oh no, what have I done? I wanted orange, but you know, I kept going. Again, just sort of concentrating it on the outer corner and just lightly, you know, taking it into my inner corner really lightly, because I wanted to try and emphasize the outer corner where I could. Moving on to the next shade now. So this one here is, oh, what is that shade? Ball of Fire. So this one was a really deep orange, and I love this shade so much. Again, as I said before, I felt like I probably went a little bit overboard with the pink. So jumping into this orange, I felt like it just redefined the look. Starting it and really concentrating it from the inner corner and working it out. Again, I wanted to just make sure that that orange was coming through. Now, as you can see, I'm using a flat, fluffy brush. This one here is by the Morphe X Jeffree Star collection. I really like this particular brush. It has a bit of an arrowhead sort of shape to it, and I just find that it worked really well, you know, with getting the shadow in the spots that I wanted it to be in. So yeah, very impressed so far with how this is going. The next shade is Ember, or Embers. This is a really lovely orange metallic. As you can see, I decided to take it on my finger and just apply it. A little bit later on, I do decide to take a little bit more of this on a brush, and I do spray a little bit of Fix Plus to that. I just felt like it was, I don't know, for me this was a little bit lackluster. I was a little bit disappointed. I don't know, I was hoping for something, a little bit, you know, I don't know, more from it. I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a very sort of like burnt orange kind of tone, and I felt like it blended really well with what we had already, you know, what we already had going on the lids. So yeah, I don't know. I felt like I just wanted a little bit more. I wanted it to be more metallic, I think, is really what I was after. But yeah, it worked. What can I say? I think overall it worked well. Definitely would recommend using your finger. Now I felt like I wanted a little bit of gold, so I went in with this Super Shock shadow by Colourpop in the shade OK, and just popped it into my inner corner. And then I really wanted to step it up, so I decided to use this Hydroliner by Suva Beauty. This is a beautiful, beautiful purple shade. It's called Grape Soda. These hydroliners are actually activated by water. So I'm using the Sigma winged liner brush. For me, I find that these liners are so easy to use because they have pretty much no grip to them at all. So they just glide on. They're really, really beautiful to work with. Eyeliner is always, you know, challenging for me, mainly because of the shape of my eye, but I feel like we made it work pretty well. And yeah, I just feel like it gave this look something extra, you know. It really just, it turned it into something else, and so I'm really happy that I decided to take the risk and add this liner. Okay, so that was the eye tutorial. Let me know what you guys think about that new sort of way that I decided to film this. It is definitely something different to how I would otherwise usually, you know, film these sorts of looks. So let me know if you liked it, if you didn't, down in the comments below. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a deeper look at the Morphe 3503 palette. So, first off, I just want to say that obviously I think since Morphe sold or was bought out or was partially sold, I think it was. No, they were definitely partially sold. They have definitely upped their game when it comes to packaging, and I personally believe overall presentation, so I think it's really, really nice to see. This palette, I have some mixed reviews about this. So I actually did already film a look with this, and unfortunately I lost the footage, so that was a fun time. But the look actually did include me using this glitter in the center here. Now, I will tell you that for me, I did not have a fun time using this glitter. I think it is extremely difficult to use. It is very, very gritty, and it's sort of, I don't know, it's patchy, it just doesn't adhere well. I tried it with my Lit Cosmetics glitter glue, I tried it with the Too Faced glitter glue, I tried it with the NYX glitter glue. Literally, I've tried it a whole bunch of different ways and I just could not get it to work for me. So I'm not a huge fan of that particular shade out of this palette. But honestly, for the most part, the rest of them are pretty nice. The metallics, I think, look, I mean, it looks nice on my lids at the moment, but I do feel like it's a little bit lackluster. The mattes in here, I think, are extremely nice. They blend very, very nicely. The pigmentation is just really, really good, I think. So yeah, not too displeased with those. I think the other thing that you sort of have to put it into perspective as well is that this is a $36 Australian palette. So it is a very, very inexpensive palette. You do get a whole bunch of shades in here as well. And yeah, I like it. I did hear a lot of people comment that it is very, very similar to the other palettes in the 350 family. That is true. However, you do get some really nice pops of green in here and some really lovely, you know, really in-depth hot pinks in here as well. So look, I can see the similarities between this and my other palettes, but I still like it. I think it was still a nice investment for me, and I'm happy to add it to my collection. The eyeliner that I used, so I really love this liner. You guys have probably seen me use it a few times now. If I had a lash to wear with this look, I feel like it would look so much better. I'm not overly impressed. I think it's with like, is it? No, not that side, this side. I really sort of cocked this side up. But that's all right. It is what it is. I'm not going out anywhere today. So I did not feel like fixing it, pretty much. Like the amount of work and effort that it was going to take to try and fix this side, I'm like, it's, you know what, it can look a little wonky on camera and then I'll wash it off, who cares. But yeah, as I was saying, if I did have a lash, I think that this overall look would look far, far better. So they are some thoughts on the palette. Now, the next part to this collection are the Lippies. So let's go ahead, open this up and swatch them. So this actually ended up costing, I think they're $49 on the Australian website. And you get 5 of these lip glosses. I personally was really, really into the colours. These sorts of colours for me are just perfection in my opinion. I love, love, love these colours. I am sad because, you know, living over here in Australia, we're certainly not going into autumn, we're literally going into summer, so they're probably not, oh look, the nudes will be alright, but definitely more of the deeper shades like these. I cannot wait to wear these through our autumn. Like that will be so, so good. But yeah, let's just go ahead, and I think what I'll do is I'll swatch them on my hand and then I'll pick a shade and pop it on. I reckon that's how I'm going to do it. Alright, so starting off with what I believe is the darkest in the range. So this one here is called Foxy. Love the name. What a great name. So these look like they have a lot of, you know, decent pigmentation to them. And I don't mind the applicator either. So this is Foxy. Really, really nice, pretty looking gloss. I love the pigmentation in these as well. Like they are extremely opaque. The next one we have here is, what's this one? Wild Streak. Really love that. So you've got Foxy's more of like sort of like a deep plummy wine sort of color, whereas this one here is just like I can see so much orange running through this. Absolutely love the look of this. It reminds me of like, I don't know, burnt pumpkin or something like that. It's such a stunning color. So that is very, very nice. The next one we have here is Vibes. Now I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm going to end up wearing. This just looks to me like it's a really beautiful nude color. That is just, that's stunning. That is so my color every single day. That is my color. So the next two that we have are going to be like toppers. So you can see these have got quite a lot of shimmer or glitter in them. Looks quite nice. Yeah, this is going to be really, definitely this is a topper shade. So this one here is called Oh Yeah. It's that one there. Love that for a topper shade. Beautiful. And finally we have Sass Act. And yeah, again, definitely a topper shade. Really, really beautiful light nude color though. Stunning. So they are all the Lippies. I'm really, really impressed, and I like the fact that they're glosses. I'm about a glossy look at the moment. I really, really am. I'm sort of done with the real matte finishes and liquid lips. They end up drying my lips out way too much, and I frankly find them to be pretty uncomfortable. So hopefully this is going to feel really nice on the lips to wear. Please don't be that weird tacky sticky feeling. Okay, let's see how I go. Like that pigmentation is really there. Okay guys, so as you saw, my lips weren't lined. That was literally one application, and I'm really impressed. It feels extremely comfortable on the lips, really quite moisturizing. I think it looks quite nice, and yeah, it doesn't have that weird tacky gloss feeling that some glosses can have. So far as the Lippies are concerned, I think that is a huge thumbs up from me. I definitely think they are worth the investment. Really, really comfortable on the lips, as I said, and yeah, I'm overall really impressed with the shades. That's it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. And yeah, that's everything. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.